Not again. Not again, bro, please. He's just a boy. Today, we're here to react to episodes 5 and 6 of Neon Genesis Evangelion. And the last two episodes that we watched were episodes 3 and 4, obviously. And they were just full of pain. They were both pain and suffering.
Yeah.
The most pain and the most suffering.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Can you please give me an extra
dose
of pain and suffering?
Yeah.
Not on the side. I want it all on one.
I want it all.
One spot.
I want all you have.
Mm-hmm. My double scoop of sadness.
Yeah, double scoop of sadness with all the suffering, which are like sprinkles.
Yeah. That's cute. I like that.
They were great episodes. I think I liked episode 3 a lot more than episode 4, just because, again, we saw that moment where Shinji broke completely. And I feel like even though he broke completely, this is just the beginning of him starting to really fall apart.
That's why I remember the first time I watched episode 4, going from 3 to 4. It was so good because I think it finally, like, in the story, you finally realize, like, okay, like, this is like the starting point, I guess. Like, this is when Shinji just like accepts his fate. Before he was just kind of doing what he was told, but now he has a choice between running away and staying. And he stayed. It's only going to.
That was for sure the
progress.
significance of episode 4, him making that choice. But still, I mean, making that choice, I think, for himself, yes, but also for others, for his two. The hedgehog has friends now.
Yeah.
He has 2 friends.
The hedgehog.
and that was a really important moment, I think, for him to choose.
For sure. I mean, it's like anyone who was ever nice to him, he's like, I'll do anything for you.
And that's why I'm a little like hesitant to be like, I don't know, happy for him because I feel like in this show, in this series, Shinji is not allowed to be happy. That's the sense that I'm already getting 4 episodes in. So, I mean, I'm excited to just jump right into it. This next episode 5, is called Rei Beyond the Heart. We're finally going to get to, I hope, learn more about Rei. We haven't learned anything about her, really. She's just kind of been there. She also seems like extremely detached. But I'm hoping to get a little bit more about her in this episode.
In the background.
Right.
Yeah. She, you could tell, like, if she didn't have blue hair, you wouldn't have known she wasn't a background character.
That's why they got to give them colorful hair to let you know that, hey, this is a main character.
She's important.
Yeah.
She's important.
Yeah. All right. Well, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Episode 5 of Neon Genesis Evangelion, Rei Beyond the Heart.
Initiate activation.
Connecting main power to all circuits.
Main power connection complete. Activation system, boot up, start. Threshold reached.
Activation system.
That's a
Progressing
new
to
one.
phase 2.
Reaching absolute threshold. Reading 0.9.
This man is sinister.
0.5. 0.4. 0.3. Neurocoastal reversing.
Stage 3 critical error.
Yeah. This is making me believe that the Avas are actually like Ava Angel, like biomechanical hybrids.
Has been activated.
No.
Maybe, judging by your face, I'm very wrong.
Are you all right?
Don't act like you care about Rei.
Very well.
He cares more about Rei than he does his own son.
For real.
Impressive. Except for the core, it looks mostly intact. It's a near perfect specimen.
So what'd you find out about it?
Well, we do know the angels are comprised of material that exhibit particles and wave properties. It's similar to light. It's one mystery after the next. Take this, for example. This waveform pattern is unique to the angel, while the materials that comprise it are different. The signal sequencing and locations are very similar to human DNA. There's a 99.89% match.
What the heck?
99.89% match? What is it?
It's nothing. Really.
You might as well be screaming about how afraid you are that you want attention.
God damn.
Well,
These
it's
people
just-
are
I
ruthless.
noticed that father's hands have burns on them.
What burns?
It's because he was
wondering
hugging
how
someone
it
else
got
so
there.
hard.
I don't know. Do you?
He was holding his other son's
It's from
hand so
before you
hard
His
arrived.
daughter, yeah.
with love.
Unit 0 went berserk during an activation test. Commander Ikari saved her. He forcibly opened the burning hatch with his bare hands to do it.
Father did that?
The
Poor
scars you saw on
Shinji,
his
dude.
palms are from that incident.
Get a load of those bazoongas.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
get a load
bazoomas.
of those bazoongas.
Ayanami's bazoongas. Ayanami's thighs. Ayanami's supple calves.
Hey, come on, no, it's not like that.
Then tell us what you were looking at. He's a naval pilot just like you, right? You probably know way more about it than we do. Yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we hardly ever talk.
Her Ava is sick, but
Yeah.
not as sick as
I mean, come
Shinji's.
on, yeah.
Yeah, come on now.
Previous harmonics and sync tests return no abnormalities. Sending data now.
Melchior, roger.
He's cheating on his son with another kid.
Commencing level 3 cooling cycle.
pissed.
Begin circulation of CDL. Begin operation.
Smiling.
Yeah, laughing.
Wastewater to level 2 treatment.
Got a tear in his eye.
For real.
Good condition. No issues from each section.
And she's a ball of light, too.
minutes until Unit 0 reactivation test.
It's like, what the hell is this?
What on earth is this?
Hurry, duh.
It's TV.
I mean, you have seen it before, but that was crazy.
In my house, you'll eat what I eat.
The next time
Oh,
you
Pen!
invite me over, I
Pen,
wanna
Pen.
know if it was Shinji's turn to prepare dinner.
When does Pen Pen get an Ava?
Pen Pen got a beer too.
Oh, shit, okay.
This is Rei Ayanami's new security card. I was supposed to give it to her today, but I never got around to it. Sorry, but could you give it to her before you come into HQ tomorrow?
Yeah.
You
All
see
right, bro,
something
don't
you like?
stare at it.
You just
That's-
can't take your eyes off that photo of Ray.
It's nothing.
Shinji, that's adorable.
Hello? It's me, Ikari.
Oh, my God. She's in love with Shinji's dad.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, damn. Fly me to the moon, am I right? Okay, somebody
Bro,
say
say,
something.
get up.
Yeah, get up. Oh my God. This looks crazy.
Could you move?
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Shinji.
Was it card? Your card was renewed, and I brought it here for you. Yeah. So, I was trying to deliver your. I rang the bell, but no one answered. The door was unlocked, so.
She is gone. She is gone.
This is your new card, Ayanami. Miss Ritsuko asked me to give it to you.
Damn. She
Cold.
really did not
Ice
hear him
queen.
at all.
Tell me, you're Commander Ikari's son, correct? Don't you have any faith in the work your father's doing?
Of course I don't! Not in a father like him.
Sick. Hell yeah. Girl, if you don't get your hands off of me.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Ray. You probably had a hard life, but he's not your dad.
The scars you saw on his palms are from that incident.
I can't tell what she feels for him. Like love or another kind of love.
Can you hear me? Pilot has initiated contact.
That would be crazy though if he's like, they have to be 14 because I am a pervert.
There's a reason why the children have to be of a certain age.
Yeah. Everybody else is like, I don't think
Ritsuko's
so.
like, we could use anyone.
And he's like, they have to be 14.
Do you have any faith in my work?
0.8, 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. Threshold reached.
Woo!
Okay.
Borderline cleared.
Okay.
Unit 0 is now active.
Okay, Ray.
Okay, Ray.
Proceeding to coordination trials.
There's currently an unknown flying object heading straight for us.
Singing.
It's most likely the fifth angel.
Suspend the test. All personnel to battle stations. Condition 1.
Your reactivation is a success. Stand down. I'll send my loser-ass son in.
You're in no position to fight.
Yes.
But this bitch-ass loser, he can do it.
This bitch-ass crybaby will be deployed in 380 seconds.
Launch Ava! Take cover now!
Yo, they look so different from each other. The angels, all
Yeah.
three that we've seen. This
Yeah.
one doesn't even look. Not again. Not again, bro. Please.
No, Shinji!
God damn. God damn. He's just a boy. After that episode, I do think that I know nothing more about Rey than I did.
Yeah.
After
You
before
have
the
more
episode.
questions, I think.
I have more questions. I know nothing about her.
Yeah.
I think they did, say a few things about her, which was that she doesn't have a lot of memories of her life before.
Yeah, there was like an accident, and all of her files were like erased, and she was the first one of the first children,
right?
To be able to like pilot an Ava, and yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like decided by this council. That's where they said like, oh, have we found like the third children yet? And they have. So it's like they find kids.
And that's going to be our girl in red.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder what determines that too. There's so many things.
That's what I'm. Yeah, it's just like odd
that haven't been answered.
Suffering.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Top of the list.
Yeah. Are they sad enough?
Are they
sad enough to pilot an Ava? But
can they pilot the Ava?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I did have the expectation of getting to know her a little bit more. We did get to see how she interacted with Shinji on a more personal level, I guess, in that she didn't say or do anything, really. I mean, she's very cold. She's very closed off. But the only person that she opens up to seems to be Shinji's father. And like I said, I can't tell what kind of love she has for this man.
Yeah, I really liked watching that scene again of him in the Ava and like this thing that he was brought there to do by his father to like maybe in hopes of like mending a relationship or like being told like, good job, son, like you're doing great. And to see just like this person who you don't know come out of the Ava and they're all like smiling and talking before she goes in. Like, it's just like absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy scene. Just like you can't hear what they're saying, but you could tell what they're talking about. Like happiness.
No, you don't
on their
need to hear what they're
faces.
saying. You're seeing it all over their face. And
Yeah.
like you said, I'm sure subconsciously that's all he wanted. He wanted someone to just tell him he did a good job. Someone. It didn't even have to come from his dad. I'm sure he would have loved for it to come from his father, but I'm sure he would have taken it from anybody. And especially, like you said, his dad being the one and being the reason that Shinji's involved in all of this.
Yeah, and like already starting with like him waking up in the hospital with like no one.
But that's
his
the thing.
dad wasn't
and
there.
his dad went to go see Rey. His
Yeah.
dad's been on this. I don't know if it's a mind game thing. Like, I don't know if it's some parents. Maybe he just doesn't like his son for some reason.
I don't even think that's like coming to his mind at all. Like, oh, Shinji might see
Because
this he just doesn't give a shit.
Parents or people or characters, might have the ideology that like by giving them tough love and ignoring them, they're forcing them to be
tough.
stronger
Yeah.
or become stronger. But you're right. I don't think it's that with
Well,
Shinji's dad.
if that were the case, then his dad would be like super willing to make his life the best it could possibly be, because like if they do have instability with their mental, like it affects the Avas.
Right.
That's why they said like Ray had, she wasn't stable like mentally, and she was like, no. So like to make Shinji even like sadder, like it's not helping.
It's not good.
No, it's not helping the situation. And I just don't think he cares enough. But
and that's the thing too. Like maybe because part of me wonders why his dad is so invested, why he cares so much. I mean, I can't think of anything other than her being the first successful pilot, right?
For like his work.
For his work, for him to just have a love for her or care for her because of that. I'm still I feel a little in the dark when it comes to her, and I really still feel like I don't know much about her. I will say at the end too, it is interesting. In one of the previous episodes we watched, they mentioned that the angel attacks are becoming more frequent. There's another attack in this episode, and I don't think that much time has passed.
No, I think they said this is the 5th angel.
But it's crazy because every time we've seen one, and I think we've only seen 3, right? They look incredibly different. This one didn't even look humanoid, bipedal. It looked like a cube or something. And not to mention the information that we got. I mean, we got more about the angels in this episode than we did about Rey. Maybe because, I don't know, Rey has lost her humanity, and there is more humanity in these freaking angels at this point. But, we did learn that their DNA, right? And there's this either DNA sequence or something about them.
It's closer to human, like 98%.
98, I think, right?
98.3% or something. Which is like kind of
similar
crazy.
to human DNA. What are these things? Where do these things come from? Why do some of them
mostly light?
Composed of mostly light. Like, why do some of them look like
all light?
Yeah, look like humanoid monsters, and other some other ones look like flying cubes. I don't understand. I'm more confused. This is an episode that just made me confused about so many other. I mean, I'm more confused about Rey. I'm more confused about the angels. I'm confused. But it was a solid episode for that emotional moment. Shinji watching his dad care for somebody the way he wished that his father cared about him.
Yeah. And still, I mean, even so, he cares about her. He would open a hatch to go save her. But then, like, look at her living conditions. Like, Nerve, like, doesn't care how she's living at all. Like, she's still like a kid, and she's
14-year-old kid.
living in this like drabby ass apartment with like blood everywhere.
Point, actually,
like they just let her live, and like he's living with Misato.
Well, he's living with Misato, but remember, Shinji was supposed to have his own place.
Yeah, would it have been that place too?
It would have been a place similar, I'm sure.
Like,
and a 14-year-old left to their own devices. Yeah, I don't want to see what Shinji's bachelor pad would have looked like.
No, it'd probably be cleaner than Rey's.
It'd probably be cleaner, but it's somehow sadder. Like it'd be way sadder.
Yeah.
There'd be like tissues everywhere, and you'd walk in and be like, "Oh, you jerk off a lot?" And he goes, "No, I cry a lot."
Oh, yeah.
Like it'd look bad.
Yeah.
But then it'd be worse when you found out what. Like I wish you would just.
It's like lotion
jerk
by
off.
the bed. What is that for? Like, oh, my eyes get really dry from crying all the time.
My skin, my face dries up from all the tears.
My lips, I need.
Right, I lick my lips too much because I'm riddled with anxiety.
They're salty.
I have the weight of humanity on my shoulders, and you're like, damn. Dude.
You're like, damn, just jerk.
Yeah. Damn, I thought you were watching porn.
No.
But yeah, I mean, he was supposed to have the same, probably we assume.
Yeah.
Living condition, and you're absolutely right.
Which
like
is
they
awful.
don't care. They are using these children to accomplish this goal, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what's crazy. Like as much as Shinji sees Rey getting this special treatment, like she's really not. Like where she living?
Yeah, he's
like,
getting it from his father.
Yeah, but like in the workplace.
Yeah.
He's not going over to her house and like cleaning up for her.
Hope not,
But like, like it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it is interesting too, because like you said about Shinji, same thing goes for Rey. Like they give them shelter, and that's another thing I think that a 14-year-old would think that this is awesome. Like I have my own place, like this is awesome. But anybody else, functional adult, might start to realize like, oh, this is kind of like weird and not okay that they don't have guardians or they don't have anybody like checking in on them. They're expected to just show up to work.
Well, it's like the anime syndrome of
sure,
like
for sure,
living on your own,
For
but
sure.
still like no wellness checks really. Like,
and you
doesn't matter what the conditions are that she's living in. I mean, she's like literally like blood-soaked tissues, blood-soaked pillow, like no new stuff.
Which makes me think again, like you'd want them to be. I mean, if you were using them and even if you just cared about your research, your work, the success of them being able to pilot these Avas, then I would think you'd have them on like a strict diet, like a workout regimen. Like you'd be in there all the time, like checking in on them. But they kind of just like use them and abuse them. Like, they toss them and then, expect them to come crawling back to work the next day.
Which they do. Which even Shinji's like, aren't you scared? She's like, why would I be?
And then the glasses, those I might have been confused. Those aren't Shinji's dad's glasses.
They are.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Those are the ones that fell.
I thought that.
Yeah,
I thought that. But then he had new glasses.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he kind of had to get them replaced.
But the way she's like she's treasuring them as if they mean something to her more than and like maybe that even in more than just him being a crush or her being like infatuated with him, but maybe she like adores him in a more dangerous way, like not a father figure, parental figure, or
God.
But like a savior.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from what we know, like she doesn't talk to anyone else.
I mean, like people are trying to talk to her.
Yeah, and she's like,
she doesn't talk to anybody else. People talk to her.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's a really good introduction to a character because like we get stuff explained, but we still like know nothing.
Yeah. Which I do
and
like.
The later
because
the season goes on, you'll learn more.
Learning almost nothing, but just getting to see her operate more, getting to see her in more situations, does inform you on who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And it does a really good job of informing you on who she is. So, yeah, I don't know. Still a lot of questions, a lot of things that I'm not quite sure the significance of yet, but maybe we'll get some answers in episode 6, Showdown in Tokyo 3. Maybe we'll get a fight. Maybe we'll get another Shinji scream.
We already did.
I know.
Yes, another one.
I know, but it like cut off right after.
Yeah. I love when they do that.
That'd be sick if like episode 5 ends like mid scream, like literally mid scream, and then episode 6 picks up right.
And it's
Yeah. But we'll see. Let's just jump into this episode 6. Like I said, Showdown in Tokyo 3. Let's do it.
Bring him down immediately!
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Melting through buildings.
What's Shinji's condition?
He's alive. The pilot's brainwaves are unstable.
Ay.
Boost life support systems to maximum capacity. Begin heart massage. Force eject entry plug. Hurry. Run emergency LCL drain.
Shinji.
Jesus Christ, dude. Like, what are these things? How do these share any human DNA? Sequences, patterns. It was like drilling into the ground?
Damn, straight to surgery.
Oh shit, okay. A balloon dummy.
Okay.
All right.
Next one.
Like a Macy's Day Parade over here.
It's so powerful that its phase transition space can be observed with the naked eye.
Damn.
Any superficial attack using guided munitions, direct cannon fire, or bombardment would
This fool sounds like a chipmunk.
It's
Yeah, he looks
basically impenetrable
and sounds
and
crazy.
deadly.
He looks like a
So what we're
Ghostbuster.
dealing with is a floating fortress.
At the moment, the tunnel boring machine is tunneling directly above us at Tokyo 3, Area 0.
This guy
Boring
phoned it
head
in.
machine
It's
diameter is
both of them.
17.5 meters wide.
They recorded this guy just reading the script, and they were like, "It's good," and he's like, "Wait, I was just reading it," and he was like,
We only have you for an hour.
"Yeah."
That's not good.
And I'm assuming this is the first time something like this has happened. Probably.
I mean,
Status
Yeah.
report. What is the condition of Unit 1?
Everything up to the 3rd layer of the breastplate
I'd
is
assume.
completely melted.
What's the current status of Unit 1's designated pilot?
Psychologically
Bro.
speaking, he's fine. Nerve pulse rate is elevated 0.8. but it is within allowable tolerances.
You want to fire directly at the target from well outside its range.
Correct. Instead of attempting to neutralize the AT field, we'll penetrate it at a pinpoint employing a high-energy convergence stream.
I have no reason to oppose this plan. You may proceed, Captain Katsuragi.
Yes, sir.
Our positron rifles could never withstand such a high energy output at that magnitude. What are you going to do?
Borrow something that can. What else would I do?
Borrow something? You don't mean...
Yep.
Let's be reasonable here.
Rest assured, we will do everything we can to return your prototype to you in one piece. We thank you for your cooperation in this matter. We're good to go now, Ray! She's all yours!
Damn.
Hey, it's delicate, so be careful, will ya?
We're talking about a lot of electricity. Where do you plan to get it from?
The answer's obvious. From Japan herself. The summit of Mount Futago will be our sniping point. This operation will begin exactly at midnight. From this point forward, we will refer to this as Operation Yashima.
Roger.
Now it's just a matter of the pilot.
Jesus. Right when he stabilizes, they're like, okay!
Yeah.
Tapping you in again.
Unit 1's pilot has regained consciousness. His vitals seem to be fine.
Good.
All right, throw him
We will proceed
in.
with the operation as planned.
Roger.
He's a tool. I mean, not in that way. His dad's a tool, but so is Shinji. It's just a different kind.
Here, these are new.
Oh. Cover up, Shinji.
We have to depart in 60 minutes.
Do I really have to pilot that thing again?
Correct, you do.
Oh, I've had enough.
Then stay in bed. Dr. Akagi made special preparations to rewrite Unit 1's personal data. Farewell.
Yeah, it's such a mixed bag for him because he really doesn't want to, but like, in order to feel like he's needed, he does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should be here any moment now.
Yeah, well, I don't see diddly squat.
Bazoongas, diddly squat.
He's all bazoombas and diddly. This guy.
Guys, that mountain is moving.
It's the Evangelions!
Drilling away.
And what do they want? Like, the angels, what do they want? I mean, so many questions.
This mission requires exceptional precision on the part of the operator. Positrons are affected by Earth's rotation, its magnetic field, and gravity. They do not travel in a straight path.
But I've never...
Yeah, we give you
practiced anything
no
like that
training,
before.
but precision is paramount.
Don't worry. Just follow the instructions.
So then what happens
Sick.
if I miss and the target shoots back at me?
Don't even let that be an option in your mind. Concentrate on hitting the target with your first shot.
There's a chance.
Damn, they can't wear underwear in those
This
things?
mission tonight.
They're skin tight. They have
completely
built-in
naked.
underwear.
What makes you say that? You're not going to die. Because I will protect you.
He's behind it all.
He's an angel.
He's behind it all. For real.
He's the mastermind behind the attacks.
Oh my gosh.
Your link?
That's right. It's my link.
To my father?
To everyone.
Ayanami, you're a lot tougher than I am.
I'm not. I just have nothing else. All right then, farewell.
Oh, Ray.
I mean, she's talking a little bit more in this episode.
Disable the final safety mechanism.
Ava, cock the hammer now.
Discharge voltage threshold will be reached in
So much pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, the most.
I'm getting high energy readings from the target.
What? Already?
2.
Ay, ay, ay.
Now fire!
What the hell? What the fuck?
Holy shit.
He missed.
Oh, shit.
No, Shinji!
God damn, dude. What the fuck? Oh, Ray. Ray to the rescue. Jesus
The shield
Christ.
won't last. Is it ready yet?
10 seconds to go.
Got him.
We did it!
Ay, ay, ay. Damn, it made it far. That was a little too close for comfort, guys.
Oh my god.
It just like melted everything. This boy is too pure.
Please don't say something like I have nothing else. Do you understand? And don't say something sad like farewell whenever you walk away.
In situations like these, I don't know how to respond or act.
I get that.
Smiling would be a good start.
That was a great episode. That was great. That was a fantastic episode. I really, really, really enjoyed that. I really do feel like Rey is learning now.
For sure. I mean, this was...
Yeah, there are other people out there who
Yeah.
care about her. And I think that's why she has sort of latched on and almost like maybe even imprinted on Shinji's father, was because that is the closest thing she's ever had to love, or that she can remember.
Or-
affection, attention.
Yeah, and just like with Shinji, like the new development of like, I mean, it's in any situation. If you're just doing it solo, it's such a different experience. But if you
Sure.
have like a comrade who's like in the trenches with you, like it makes it so much different. And she's
Yeah.
never really had that before, so she's never known how to work together or like anything like
well,
that.
I guess like the difference between and I say like love, like, you know, a platonic love for another person, like Shinji's love isn't dependent on like these certain parameters or whatever. He cares about her because he cares about people. And I think that that is something that she is either maybe starting to see or will start to see going forward, because her relationship with Shinji's father is based on, you know, her piloting this thing. He is a manipulative, abusive person in a powerful position, and will lord that and can, you know, lord that over her. But Shinji is just like, hey, I'm, like you said, right here with you. And even without all of this, like, I don't want anything to happen to you. Bless you.
And thank you. And also like that flash between like her, you know, like she doesn't yet know the difference between like Shinji's
Exactly.
dad and Shinji.
Exactly.
So when that flash happened, she was like, oh, I'm getting the same treatment, but she doesn't understand like one is actually
conditional
genuine.
and one is unconditional.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, because, you know, and that was what was so fucking cool. I mean, I knew it the moment that Shinji rushed over to sort of open that hatch, and it was burning the same way it was in this test setting, but now like in the field, and him running with no hesitation to open it and to get her. But with him, it was like, you know, tears in his eyes. Like it was a different kind of.
You could like sense that Shinji's dad was scared that like the product was gonna that he lost an Ava pilot, not like Shinji where he was like, I'm just getting to know
a friend, a
I'm getting to
comrade.
know this person. And it was just
what
so different.
Yeah, and they did such a good job of conveying that. Such a good job, because it's just because of everything we know to be true of Shinji's dad so far.
Yeah.
And even seeing him in that moment, that was the most humanity he had shown. But it was also through
parental.
It was also, we saw him rush, like you said, in fear of a product, right? In fear out of fear for maybe losing that product. But the other interaction we only saw through Shinji's eyes. We didn't see what was being talked about, what was being discussed, because maybe if we saw that, we would be able to see right through, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure. Yeah, he was like, so you're good? Everything's good? You're
and he
ready
was
to
smiling, but, you know, he
pilot?
could have maybe been asking like, you know, questions that would have set off alarms to us. But
oh, for sure.
That's what I loved about that second situation, like getting to see it through Shinji's eyes in the previous episode, was because to him, you know, he was seeing his father just be open and care for someone. But we didn't get to hear that situation. We got to see it and feel it, you know, the way he did, which is what made that moment at the end so much more impactful. Like, absolutely incredible. And that's what the subtlety of this show that I'm starting to realize is a consistent thing throughout. Like, and
it's super nuanced. Like it's so well done.
There's this like not in everything. This is like generalizing, I guess, but I do feel like there is this need now, or people feel this pressure to keep things going, moving. But Neon,
or just
like,
to really explain things,
yeah,
and just give you the whole story up front, so they latch you, they get you,
of course,
so you understand, which is like what you should do. But this keeps you coming back and watching because of such, the small the details, but also just like the hints of what's going on. We don't know anything about like the angels.
6 episodes in,
7, almost 7. Yeah, like it's just you don't know anything.
And yeah, I mean, it's a show about mechs. It's a show about battle, and surviving. But Neon, I feel like it lives and it is at its best in like those silent, quiet moments. Like that's when it's at its best. Extremely, extremely, extremely well done. I mean, I really loved that last episode 6. And yeah, like the last thing I really wanted to say, I mean, and there were so many things, right? That I'm probably even forgetting to mention, but just what's hitting me right now in this moment is that despite all of that, and this is something, you said something in the middle of the episode that I want to come back to too, but despite all this pain and suffering that Shinji's put through, like, it is still not making him any less of who he is, right? Like, pain, suffering hasn't turned him into like a jaded sort of like asshole. He really is pure. Like this is how they walked into the room to pitch Neon. They were like, we want to take the most pure, most kind-hearted, most awkward teenage boy and just make him suffer. And they were like, oh, okay. Amazing. I think we need something else. And they're like, Max? And they're like, yeah, we got a show. Because I mean, he is so pure, and the show does a good job of showing, that too. I don't know where I guess I get where like a lot of the jokes about Shinji come from, and I'm sure I'll understand it maybe more as it goes on. But like as of right now, and like I said, I do understand it, and it's all just in fun. But like as of right now, I'm like, damn, dude, like I really care about him a lot. I really like him a lot. Yeah. And you said too, yeah, he's in a tough situation, not just because of his age, but like you said, like that's how he feels needed.
Yeah.
Right. And
it's happened twice. He ran away, came back, and even Ray's like, you could stay. We already can rewrite the code of the Ava to so I can pilot it. And that should have been, oh, you can do this? Okay. And he went, no. He almost like, as she was walking out, like, no, I'll do it. It's fine. I'll do it.
Yeah, he's like more afraid of loneliness than he is of.
Well, that's why it like comes
these monsters.
It comes back to Ray even saying like, this is my link to like everything.
Yes.
Like, who am I gonna talk?
Yes.
Like, what am I gonna do?
And that exactly. I wanted to, but again, what I love about the show, I wanted Shinji to say more, but I'm also kind of glad that he didn't. But because that is him. That is also him.
Yeah.
That is so him. But we already know that, and he knows that, and maybe that's something he's not really willing to admit and say out loud, or maybe it's something that he hasn't really admitted within himself yet either.
Well, because he sees Ray, and like Ray is kind of an outcast at school, and she's kind of made herself that way. He maybe doesn't necessarily see himself that way because he's made friends,
Right.
That's why he's like, don't say you don't have anything. Like, don't be sad like I used to be. No one was calling my phone, and now everyone can call my phone.
No one was hitting my line.
Yeah. So hopefully,
now I just got this guy who keeps calling me and saying bazoombas all the time. Bazoongas.
Is it bazoombas?
You can call them both. I think I've heard people say bazoomba, I do think
bazoombas sounds like a toy, like a '90s toy.
Well, it also sounds
get ready for bazoombas. Bazooka, yeah. I had an air bazooka. Yeah, those were. What a weird toy.
I was just a fan of bazooka chewing gum, little comic books.
Oh, yeah.
Little comic books in the gum.
Yeah.
What a concept. They would never today.
No.
They would never.
No.
Sick. Anyway. I don't know, but yeah, 2 amazing episodes. And I really do love this series. I love this series so much. I was talking to Megan before we started recording today, and I might have said in a previous episode, I knew I was going to like it, but not nearly as much as I do. It has exceeded, like I said, every expectation I had, and I'm really starting to feel like I'm barely dipping my toe into understanding what it is about.
And I would say you're doing a great job.
But I think that there are more concepts and there are more things that I might not be getting completely. Maybe I'm not really supposed to yet, but
yeah, no. As you again, like once it ends, you're like, and then just and then you look at it as a whole, you understand more. But I feel like you already are at the point that I was at watching this for the first time. I was like, what the hell is going on? I feel like you're really looking into it, and not in a bad way, in a great way. Like you're doing a great job at pinpointing certain things, or even theorizing certain things.
Well, I mean, I just think that it's
way better than I did when I first watched.
Well,
not that I told you anything. You don't know anything about it, but it's really funny.
This is a series that's highly regarded, and so I do know that there are things that hold significance, and there are things that are being done thematically for a purpose. And so when I do watch it, I am watching it through that lens, and I'm sure when you were watching it, you were probably watching it more leisurely than analytically, I guess. So
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I wasn't in front of a camera, watching it.
Right. So give yourself, yourself some slack.
I was on a couch drinking beer like Misato.
But and there, like I said, there's so many other things at play, and I keep seeing crosses. Like there was a cross in the last episode, and the angels and the angel. That's kind of, I have to stop myself from thinking during the episode because I'll miss what's actually happening. But the significance of the angels coming down and sharing human DNA. I'm very intrigued by that, and I keep coming back to that. It's starting to make me question the significance of even calling them angels, the religious tie-in, and even looking at angels and wondering because when we depict angels, we depict them in a human form. I haven't really fleshed that all out yet, the meaning of it all. But and you're talking about light, and they are made up of or contain light. So there's a lot of things that on the spot right after watching I haven't been able to completely unpack, but it's definitely awesome. Another reason I love this show, because I walk away and I keep thinking about these episodes. I keep thinking about the significance of them, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of shows like that. I mean, of course, you don't want every single show you watch to be that, but it is nice to have them.
Yeah.
But, that's probably going to do it for our discussion on episode, 5 and 6. Next week, we'll be reacting to 7 and 8.
And I think the next episode,
we're finally going to meet a new character.
I think so. A couple new characters, actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. 2, which are interesting.
I'm excited. I mean, with new characters, without new characters, I'm so excited. I'm really, like I said, enjoying this a lot more than I expected to. And I always expected to enjoy it. But, remember that if you do enjoy these episodes, number one, if you do, I don't know for certain, we're, I think, both pretty sure, but you're probably watching this on our new channel, our second channel, Volume 1 Plus. If for whatever weird reason you're not, the same message still applies, whatever channel, wherever you're watching this. If you enjoy this content, then please make sure to hit the like button, to signal to us that you do like it, and so YouTube will recommend these videos to you more or again, and to other people as well.
Also, commenting helps a lot too.
Yeah, leaving comments just about your thoughts on the episode, and anything about the series. And if you want to see the full, uncut, unedited, uncensored version of these reactions, then you can see them by becoming a Patreon member, by going to patreon.com/volume1pod, or by becoming a YouTube member. And I think if this is on Volume 1 Plus, to become a YouTube member, you'll have to go to our main channel to click join. somewhere next to the subscribe button on our main channel to become a YouTube member. But there will be links and everything for all of that in the description down below. So again, patreon.com/volume1pod to become a Patreon member and clicking join somewhere next to the subscribe button on our main channel to become a YouTube member. But like I said, I think that's going to do it for another reaction episode. We are getting through it. We are getting through it.
And also, if you want to, we're going to be reacting to this after the episode, the ending, the Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh yeah.
So we'll do that. We'll have that on the unedited version.
Oh yeah. Let's
you guys.
Let's throw that on real quick. But for now, we will say thank you for watching. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting in any way you choose to show that support. All of it means the world to us, and we appreciate all of it. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here in our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today is Fly Me to the Moon. Is like I'm supposed to know. Bazoombas. Bazoongas. Sorry.
Bazoongas. Bazoombas.
Bazinga. And that's our outro this week. Bazinga. That's good. It's got a ring to it. I feel like that could be commercially successful, that word.
Like that state, like that saying.
I feel like we could brand that. Bazinga.
It's kind of cool. Kind of dig it.
Okay, bazoonga then.
Bazoongas.
So we're just gonna say bazoongas. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Until next time. Bazoonga. You know what? It's crazy enough. Don't talk about Ray's bazoongas.
No. I'm just saying. I'm like Ray, Slay.
Let's just say bazoongas. I think it was your first pitch, and I think it's so goofy that I like it, that it works.
Okay, then why do you question it?
It's just because I'm testing the waters. You never want to just assume that the very first idea you have is the best idea.
It usually is.
Okay, well, in your case, I guess it is. Let's just say bazoongas. Thank you for watching. Thank you for any and all ways you choose to show your support. And until next time, bazoongas! Yum, 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 yum.
The craziest shit ever done. He didn't do that.
He went out.